show day. It's about 5 AM. I think it's 20 past 5. I don't have my watch on me. Phone somewhere. It's 5:22 AM. I expected to be up at about 6, but just couldn't sleep. The tan, you can't sleep on your sides, and you can't sleep like your normal way. So I was getting up every couple of hours or whatever. So I just decided, fuck it, I'll get up a little bit early. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give myself a little bit of a deadline here. Go figure. And I'm going to edit the depletion video this morning. Watch some YouTube videos. When it hits 6 o'clock, when my alarm goes off, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get a long black. I'm going to come home. First meal's not till 7 and there's no carbs in it. I sent Michael some footage of me posing. I'll put it all up here. I'm quite happy with the look, so I'm hoping he's happy with the look too. I think we probably could have loaded a little bit more on Friday, so 2 days prior to the show day, just because I feel like we probably could have spilled a little bit more, probably could have held a little bit more fullness, but like I'm still full as a house, so there's no reason why that should be an issue. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm just going to watch a YouTube video, edit that video for next week at some point, get a coffee, and then we'll start eating. I think Michael's coming here at about 8. He's going to just do some work while he's here, while we fluff around and get everything packed and ready to go. So, show day, baby. Let's go. Alright, so I'm currently watching a Jordan Hutchinson video. It's just his post-show video, so watching that. Meal 1 about to go down, so it is 7. I keep doing this, don't I? I think it's almost 7. It might not even be 7 yet. I'm jumping the gun. Oh, come on. There we go. 7 AM, 6:58. Let me just get this focus again on me. Thank you. So we've got 150 grams of salmon. We've got 100 grams of asparagus, 100 grams of pineapple as well, which I'll grab from the freezer once I finish this. And then we've got the H2 out concoction, so 400 mils of that now. This is probably the only water I have like that's consistent through the morning and through up until show. Otherwise with the water, it's just little sips here and there when I need them. But yeah, gonna get this meal in, obviously, try to enjoy it. No carbs, as you can see. We'll get this in. I'm going to do a couple rounds of posing as well. I think Michael's coming here at about 8ish. I doubt it. He's always late, but I finished editing the video as well, so that should be up at some point next week. There might be a couple uploads next week, which is a little bit exciting. And yeah, we're just going to watch this, crack on with it, and enjoy this because smoked salmon is my favourite ever. Alright, so we're about to head off. Everything is packed, ready to go. I'm nice and kitted out, keeping warm while I can. So what we've got here is, obviously, the bag full of everything. So, rice cakes, shorts, there's rice bubbles in there, spare containers, salt, scales, pump products in there, the salt scales, wallet, headphones, fork, pump up bands. There's the remaining of H2 out. And then over here, Alana filling up the water. This is like food to eat. So this will be Gatorade's Pro Show, pomegranate, dark chocolate, banana, pineapple. There's extra chicken in there. Then my next meal that I'll eat in the car on the way. There's also some egg whites in there for after the show because we got James Lay also competing today, so when I get off stage, obviously I'm going to want something to eat. So I've got some egg whites in there just to keep myself full for the remaining of the day until we get some pho post-show. So I'm looking forward to some pho. Haven't eaten anything off plan for fucking 20-something weeks. So I'm looking forward to some rice noodles and meat and broth. Maybe some rice paper rolls as well, we'll see. But we'll get the next meal in the car. Prepped it all yesterday, so should be sweet. We'll see you there. Got an appetizing meal.
Fucking turn off.
Oh, Alana missed the turn off. She was enjoying this fish and rice cake meal. Can you get any more fish and a rice cake than that?
Fish and a rice cake.
Anyway, this is 25 grams of rice cakes, 150 grams of fish, there's 100 grams of pineapple, 20 grams of dark chocolate. I think that's it. So that's this meal. We're on the road. Squad. Whole squad rolled up. Lana, Lewis. Squad. 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 51.
Sure.
3 days. Got a meal prep bag too. Last bit of H2 out going in. And then I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if I'm eating more food.
Gentlemen, muscularity round, front double bicep.
And I got to get my tan finished, unfortunately. I'm just watching the show. Watching some bodybuilding lads. Win.
Pose until we're quivering. Try again. What are we going to do on stage?
Pose until we're quivering.
Thank you. And what else are we going to do?
Win. Cool, calm and collected and confident and smile. And win.
Yes, bro.
Win. Hopefully.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Not really. I just need to get up there. I need to pump up. See what I look like with a pump, because I haven't seen myself with a pump all day because I haven't pumped up. Actually, I haven't pumped up since probably Friday night. So,
I reckon we should start soon.
yeah, maybe in like 15. I'll start. Get the bands out.
Yeah,
Nice, bro.
probably like an hour before we'll see. Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Thanks, brother. So not the result we were looking for today, unfortunately. I will do a wrap up when we get home. We're heading off to get some pho now. So looking forward to that, just some rice and meat. But yeah, when I get home, I'll set up the tripod, we'll do a wrap up and we'll discuss what the plans of attack are. Not disappointed, I was saying before. I feel like I keep saying this, so it means I am disappointed. But we're not. I know what I need to do, I know what's expected of me, and I'm going to make sure it gets done. We're getting Vietnamese.
We're about to get pho and he's
I already said it inside. Pho.
pho.
I said we were going to get it when we were walking out,
What flavour
remember?
are you going to get?
Beef.
Sliced beef.
Is your mouth watering?
Yes, I'm fucking hungry, bro.
And
Give me some pho, because you know why from tomorrow? All I'm going to be eating is fucking chicken and cucumber. Let's fucking get it. Okay, so I guess it's time to wrap up the season. Today is the 1st of May, so the footage you would have seen prior to this was from the show on the 12th? Was it the 12th? I think it was the 12th. No, it wasn't. What was it? 13th. The 13th of April. So the ICN rookie show. No, sorry, the 6th. Not the 12th, 13th, the 6th. 13th was the expo day. The 6th or 7th of April, and it was the ICN rookie show. I don't want to, I'm not going to harp on for too long. I probably end up will, I say that, but I probably will. But I went into that show with zero expectation, and it was nothing we'd planned. We'd never planned to do that show at all. And coming into the show, we knew we weren't going to be at 100%. It was never the plan to be 100% by that show, or at least by that time. And we weren't. I wasn't conditioned enough for that show. I was definitely very, very full. I was blasting full. You would have seen from the prior as well, all this footage prior to this, that we utilized a diuretic supplement. And I got up on stage and like I was just like wet, like I was dripping in sweat from posing. So obviously that was a result of the diuretic, because then obviously this being the 1st of May, I then did a show on the 20th of April, and we didn't use it, and that didn't happen. So definitely nailing that one down to that diuretic that we did use, the diuretic supplement from Supplement Needs. But not only that, you know, it was just, we weren't in shape. It was simple as that. The shape's there, the muscularity was there, the fullness was there. It was just the condition wasn't there. And again, like I said, we knew that was going to be the case. So coming out of that show, obviously came 4th in both my categories at that show. Arguably, I may have potentially been able to push for 3rd in one of them, but the guy that beat me was just a little bit sharper than me. He didn't have as much muscularity as me. His posing probably wasn't as good as me based on seeing photos. But yeah, just overall, it was just conditioning. And it was a conditioning game at the end of the day. And, you know, that's down to the judges at the end of the day. You know, I wasn't in shape, and I know I wasn't as in shape as I could have been. And yeah, I was 4th place in both those categories. So then obviously coming out of that show, me and Michael thought, let's put the fucking pedal to the metal. We pushed calories quite low. We pushed calories down to about 1450. I was doing 15,000 steps a day. We didn't reincorporate cardio because we thought it could have had a bit of a negative effect had we have reincorporated it in after it being out for so long. So yeah, we pushed calories down to about 1450. I was running something like 60 to 70 grams of carbs a day, and we pushed it all the way up until the 20th. So from the 8th till the 20th, I was running quite low. We changed the peak week style leading into the A and B show on the 20th, where we just did one full day of loading. So essentially what we did was Thursday night final meal was higher carb. 19th we did a normal like higher carb day, and then woke up on Saturday and essentially just ran me flat. 0 carb in the morning. We ran a light carb meal leading into the show, and then we just fed accordingly where we had to. And I was in better shape. Like arguably, again, I was in way better shape. I placed 2nd in open and 3rd in novice, I think it was. Which, like, realistically, in a perfect world, in open, I probably should have been 3rd as well, because there was a guy that did novice that probably should have done open and would have beaten me. So overall, though, I was really happy with that result. It was a smaller show, only about 5 to 6 people in each category, so nothing too crazy. Was very happy with the result. Again, I'm acting like I'm not. I came off stage and Alana was like, "Oh my god, you came 2nd," and I was like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "Why are you not happy that you came 2nd?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I just wasn't really vibing with it. I don't know what it was." Anyway, but arguably came in better shape. Fullness was still there. Was still nice and full. You know, oil, tan, everything was really good. No sweating on stage this time either. But yeah, so pretty much now after that show, we stepped off. Me, Michael, and Alana actually sat down and had a chat backstage. And we're like, what should we do? Do we push through to NBA on the 12th? So not this weekend, the weekend after. And we decided not to. So a lot of people have said, why did you decide not to? Obviously the first thing is health is wealth. Health always comes first. There is only so far I could drive my body into the ground and hope for a better response and hope to pull in leaner. I also got called out on social media about why I wasn't in condition for the show. And, oh, sorry, that's going to wig out the thing. And it was simple. It was just like my health was a priority. I didn't want to have to drive down food. I dropped 20 kilos in this prep, which is something that people don't realize. 20 kilos is a lot of fucking weight. So dropped 20 kilos in this prep. When I got my bloods done probably about 12 weeks ago, they weren't great, and that was 12 weeks ago. I can't imagine what they'd be like now, especially leading into that show with such low calories. So it's not worth pushing that. And a lot of people would be like, your blood work was bad. Like, you know, what? Like, why would you keep going? Why would you do this? Because I knew they were bad, but they weren't bad to the point where I couldn't fix them, or they weren't bad. Like, I wasn't getting impacted by it. Obviously supplementation intervention, we changed some foods around. It was nothing crazy. It wasn't like I was fucking on my deathbed, but liver enzymes and kidney enzymes were quite skewed. Liver enzymes obviously is just due to muscle breakdown being natural. Muscle breakdown happens. So your liver enzymes are going to be skewed in that sense. Creatinine was a little bit higher and my cholesterol was a little bit shit. And that was something that we just did supplement intervention, we did food changes, all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't anything that was too crazy. Obviously I'll get blood work done in a couple of weeks, and we'll see. I go to Europe on the 31st of May, so I'll probably get them done the week before I go away, just to ensure that everything is in good nick. And then yeah, we just sat down, we had a conversation, and honestly it was one of those things where I love bodybuilding and I love the process, but it wasn't an easy decision to decide to pull out by any means. But again, like I said, there was only so far I could push myself. Like, what would I do next? Pull my calories down to 1300, you know, maybe look to bring in cardio for these next couple of weeks had I been in, push step count up to 20k. Like, is it really worth it to drive myself into the ground? And at the end of the day, you know, I would have been competing against the same guys. Arguably the guys would have come in better as well, not just me coming in better. So, you know, the judges obviously preferred their shape, their level of condition, their muscularity, whatever it may be. So probably wouldn't have done as well anyway. So it was just a matter of making the call to decide to, I guess, pull out, right? And again, like I said, like I'm not disappointed by any means. I'm actually quite happy with my season. I'm quite happy with the look, and I'm quite happy with how I sort of pushed myself and how I navigated through this. Obviously, being the first time I prepped outside of my home with my parents, and you know, living out with my partner and just all that kind of thing. And it was such a great experience. And being able to get prepped under Michael again was awesome too. So always learning stuff, always you know, being able to discuss things in and out of, you know, the comp prep, and it always makes it a little bit more enjoyable too. So that was fantastic. But now the age-old question is, what's next? Now I know it would have been the last time I did something like this, I would have said, oh, I'm not competing till 2025, and I've competed now. But I am going to take a 2-year off season, like proper 2 years off, like 2 years off until like I even consider beginning prep. So I do want to grow, I do want to focus on that a little bit more. The other end of the spectrum is obviously potentially looking at making a move to IFBB. Do I stay natural? Do I go enhanced? That is something I obviously need to discuss with Lana, I need to discuss with Michael. We need to sit down and we need to cover all these things. The biggest factor in that one is obviously discussing it with Alana more than anything, because I have the utmost respect for her being my partner, and she needs to be 100% okay with it. For me to decide to obviously go enhanced or decide to go enhanced, but that won't be for a significant amount of time. It probably won't be starting till like end of the year, back end of the year at least. You know, I just want to enjoy some normal life a little bit more at this time being. I want to, you know, obviously go to Europe with Alana. We're going to travel around. We just want to enjoy some time together, good food, good experience, good life experience, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm still working while I'm up in Europe as well, which a lot of people keep telling me that I'm fucking crazy for. But you know what? I love my job at the end of the day, and I love my clientele, and I want them to still be in the best position possible to get the results that they want. So I still will be working. It's going to be early mornings, and maybe potentially even late nights just to get everything done, but it is what it is at the end of the day, right? But yeah, that's sort of where we're headed. Thank you all for the support, not only on the YouTube videos, but for like messages, seeing you guys in person, talking to people. I've made some awesome like friends and companions and all that kind of stuff along the way as well, which is fantastic. But yeah, overall, like Project Redemption is a wrap. A lot of people would see this as, did I actually redeem myself? And I really do feel like I redeemed myself this time around, especially proving to myself, not really proving to anyone else, but proving to myself that I am made for this and I can do this. So I'm stoked on that. Next series, don't know what it's going to be called. I'm going to try and get as much content out. As I do get busy with work, it does get a little bit harder. I'm also training at Doherty's gym now in Brunswick, and they've banned tripods and cameras, so it's a little bit harder to get footage, but you'll probably see some full days of eating and things like that. And on days where I do film, I'll try to go to another gym and just get some footage as well, so that'll be quite interesting. But nonetheless, thank you so much again, and I guess this is the final piece for Project Redemption, so peace.